President Trump signed an executive order. It aims to make in vitro fertilization, or IVF, more accessible. This includes making it more affordable, which is a big deal for people who need IVF to have children. The order calls for policy recommendations. These recommendations will focus on protecting access to IVF. They will also look at ways to lower costs, including out-of-pocket costs and costs covered by health plans. This move is interesting. Trump has called for universal IVF coverage, and even talked about it during his campaign. This is notable because of the overturning of Roe v. Wade. Many states are restricting abortion access, making access to reproductive health care a big issue. Trump's support for IVF is partly due to concerns about state laws. Some states, like Alabama, define life as beginning at conception, which could impact IVF access. There are worries about legal challenges that could target IVF procedures. This executive order is part of a larger trend. States are taking action on reproductive rights. Some states are restricting access to abortion, while others are trying to protect or expand access. This has created a patchwork of laws across the country. The executive order aims to address this patchwork by seeking to create a more uniform approach to IVF access. However, it's unclear how this will play out in court. The legal landscape around reproductive rights is complex. The order has been praised by some who see it as a step towards making IVF more accessible. Others are more cautious, pointing out that the order doesn't actually mandate anything, it just calls for recommendations. Trump also signed other executive orders that day. One outlines the Office of Management and Budget's oversight functions. Another is a presidential memorandum calling for greater government transparency, including efforts to combat waste, fraud, and abuse. This is part of a cost-cutting effort led by Elon Musk. Musk has been vocal about his desire to make the government more efficient. He has criticized what he sees as wasteful spending. Musk's role has been controversial. Some applaud his willingness to shake things up, while others worry about his influence, pointing to his lack of government experience. IVF stands for in vitro fertilization. It's a complex procedure that helps people who have trouble conceiving. The process involves several steps. First, doctors retrieve eggs from a woman's ovaries. They then combine these eggs with sperm in a lab, creating an embryo. Doctors then transfer the embryo into the woman's uterus, with the hope that the embryo will implant and develop into a baby. IVF can be expensive, and often requires multiple cycles. This can be physically and emotionally draining. The executive order aims to make IVF more accessible, which could help many people achieve their dream of parenthood.